Well, with many struggling to stay afloat financially here in South Florida, we continue our special coverage of Living Nightmare.
Tonight, what's being done to alleviate the cost of living crisis, and is it enough? 7's Kevin Ozebek tracked down local and state leaders and asked them.
Arlisa Whitby has been a Miami-Dade County employee since 1988. She gets paid just under $23 an hour.
Is that enough to live here in South Florida?
No, it's not. I'm not really living, I'm surviving.
Arlisa lives in a government-subsidized one-bedroom apartment, and she says life is tough.
If you did not find this subsidized housing, where would you be living?
There's no telling, I could be homeless right now.
If the people who make this county run are struggling to afford to live here, what does that say about the state of the county?
Well, the state of the county is strong, and some of that strength is driving up our housing market.
Mayor Daniela Levine Cava says she's well aware that strong market is pricing out many longtime South Floridians.
This is my #1 concern today. If we do not solve this problem, we will lose our workforce.
Last year, the mayor championed an $85 million plan that offers rent relief for some and incentives for developers to build working-class housing.
We've got 32,000 units in construction of affordable and workforce housing.
But one huge problem here in South Florida is skyrocketing rents. Some of you are getting hit with increases of hundreds, even thousands of dollars more a month. So why no rent control in South Florida? Because state law makes it incredibly difficult.
You don't have politicians who actually prioritize this.
Orlando area State Representative Anna Escamani has for 4 years put forward bills to make it easier for cities and counties to enact rent control. All 4 years, her proposals have been shot down.
It is the responsibility of government to make sure that people can be safe and secure. And having a roof over your head is essential to being safe and secure.
In just a few weeks, state lawmakers will be back in Tallahassee to start a new legislative session. We tracked down Governor Ron DeSantis to get his response to the housing crisis.
Governor DeSantis, is there anything you can push state lawmakers that could ease the burden that renters have here in South Florida and across the state?
The Senate President, #1 priority is to help provide more affordable housing.
The day after we saw the governor, Senate Bill 102 was made public. If passed, it will provide millions in incentives to build more affordable housing, but it would also outlaw the option of local jurisdictions enacting rent control.
Are you worried about the future of Miami-Dade and Broward and Monroe counties?
I'm very concerned.
FIU's Dr. Ned Murray is a leading expert in housing market issues in South Florida. He says in Miami-Dade and Broward alone, there are now 482,000 people using more than half their income for rent. With little to no money left over each month, they're likely to leave South Florida.
Are we at serious risk of losing the South Florida workforce?
I believe so.
Are you thinking of leaving Miami-Dade County, given how expensive it is for you to live here?
Yes, I am.
Arlisa wonders if she'll be better off in more affordable Georgia or South Carolina. After 3 decades of serving her county, she now feels priced out of paradise. Kevin Ozebek, 7 News.
Well, when it comes to affordable housing, Habitat for Humanity of Broward has been trying to meet the need for years. The organization is accepting applications for new townhomes to be built in Fort Lauderdale and Coral Springs. Each will include 3 to 4 bedrooms, a garage, modern kitchen, landscape yard, and hurricane impact windows. Applicants, and there's a list, must be a first-time home buyer, a U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident who is currently living in Broward County or has been working in Broward for a year or more. Show $3,000 in savings and pay $2,700 in escrow costs. The application deadline is Friday, March 31st. For more information, or if this went by kind of quickly, we have a link at WSVN.com. WSVN is proud to be a longtime sponsor and supporter of Habitat for Humanity.